Do you want to live for free? Well, in this video, I go over 2 options for how you can house hack in the UK. And I also have one other bonus option that you might want to consider. In America, house hacking is usually known as buying multi-family units. So in UK terms, that might mean buying an entire block of flats. And let's say this block has 4 flats in it. You would live in one of the flats and rent out the other 3. The idea is that the rent that you receive from those other 3 flats would cover your mortgage payments. And that then means that you're living for free. Now, this isn't really an option in the UK because it's not normal to be able to go and buy an entire block of flats. Normally, each individual flat within the block is privately owned by a different individual. Okay, so now that we know what we can't do, what can we do? Well, let's grab a coffee and find out. Option 1 is that you buy a property for you to live in that has extra bedrooms. Rent out the extra bedrooms to lodgers and use their payments to pay your mortgage. The income that you receive from any lodgers is tax-free up to £7,000 a year. This option is especially smart if you're going to university and you could get housemates easily. Although of course you have to have the initial money for the deposit. If you're not willing to entertain the idea of having housemates, then perhaps option 2 would be better for you. This is another great option as long as you have the initial capital required. So you buy a rental property, or maybe a few, and you rent out the entire property to tenants. Then you can use the net profit from these properties to pay for your own rent or mortgage for the house that you live in. This option is great if you don't have to settle down and buy a house in the area that you currently live in. Perhaps you think you might need to move for work in the next few years. By not buying the house that you actually live in, you leave yourself flexible to move easily and at short notice. However, you are still exposed to the property market because you have those rental investments. So this means that you can benefit from any capital growth that the properties that you own might see, whilst also receiving monthly cash flow from renting them out, all while staying flexible. And of course, having these rental properties is in turn allowing you to help pay your own renting costs. However, you do of course still need the initial deposit sums to be able to buy these rental properties in the first place. There is one final alternative that you might want to consider, and I've covered it here in my property investing hack video. So I definitely recommend you to go watch that video too, and I'll put a link for it in the video description. Hopefully one of the options outlined in this video will work for you, and if not, perhaps you feel inspired after watching my property investing hack video. If you've enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe because there are plenty more videos to come. Thanks for watching.